Alright. Better get these sorted out here. Crocodile with one sub, Mancubus with the pistol. Okay, doesn't look like it's too much, so. Guys, I have a bus come up there. There we go. I don't have to worry about that one. I know I missed one, but can come back to get it. I mean, basically, you can actually go. There you go, 2 miles to feet. I'm dealing with a damn binky. Okay, I think I get it. Does that? Huh, over here. Ah, that's simple. Okay. New skull has been acquired. nothing up here. They traded a token. And that's the last field drone. By the way, there's a nice little secret there. And you know what? That point there, believe it or not, is actually a reference. You might be asking to yourself, what sort of reference is it referencing? Well, we'll find out a little bit about them. Done? Look at that. We're walking in that. There's your reference. That's a reference to what you have to do in Doom 2. If you fire rockets or what have you into the center there. I don't know how much damage exactly does the bosses. believe it or not, it's actually a reference to the Wooster Brothers. Oh, this Alright. You think we're done? No, we're not done yet. Hellsides. Oh, I must have missed one. That was actually kind of short, so I'll also do the next level as well. Bigger central processing. I'll do that level as well. But that was actually kind of short.
You have the crucible, and with it, the means to contain the power of the well. We have a plan to send you there. Vega will walk you through the process.
This is my primary operating facility. It is where I was created and where my core processing unit is maintained. It takes approximately 2.4 terawatts of power to sustain my operational capabilities, but it has been decided that we can use that power to send you to the source of the portal. I will not survive the procedure and am unable to self-terminate, so I will walk you through the process. All interior and exterior facility doors have been secured. You will need to begin by finding a way in and disabling the security systems.
No problem. Ah. Hey, apparently somehow I missed my chance.
Security systems operate on two separate neural networks that terminate in this maintenance facility. Each termination point is protected by an electrified field, but you should survive the surge.
Primary neural security network offline.
Whoa, what the? I have gone for the map. I am through the map. Okay, I've somehow managed to... I don't know how exactly I did that, but I have somehow managed to... phase through the map. I don't know how I did that, but okay.
Auxiliary neural security network offline.
My vital operating systems are now vulnerable. I recommend destroying my coolant system first. This will accelerate destabilization.
Should you find yourself caught in a level 3 demon contamination event, it is important that you remain calm. A tier 3 fellow would have.
That's kind of funny. It's actually legitimately kind of funny. Yeah, unfortunately we cannot get there yet. We need to actually find the blue key card.
Should you find yourself caught in a level 3 demon contamination event, it is important that you remain.
So I'm certain enough we'll be coming back here later. Shut up!
Access granted. Access granted.
Unlike everything else in your life, your work here matters.
Is it back this way? Don't quite remember.
Weaponizing demons for a brighter tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Unlike everything else in your life, your work here matters. Early tests of Vega's protoplasmic circuitry showed temperatures exceeding 1.2 megakelvins, 173 times hotter than the surface of the sun. To contain this heat, a massive supercooled structure was built to house Vega's miles of circuitry and millions of processing centers.
You are looking at the only absolute zero cooling system ever constructed. It took years to perfect. Destroy each of the 4 coolant generators.
Temperature rising.
My primary systems should be ready to go.
Okay, I thought something just turned on my, hit a button or something to turn on my thing off. How do we utilize it? I try to find the, never find the last one for some reason.
Now move to where my core is located to complete this process. The train below will take you to the entrance.
Don't worry, we will see him again.
For you to gain access to my core, the demonic threat must be removed from the room ahead.
No problem. I know I'm using infinite ammo, but hey, you gonna give me a big gun? What's stopping me from using it?
I am losing memory capabilities. Control of minimal.
Once Vega's core is destroyed, the vacuum of energy will pull you back through to hell. We have your destination set to the well's location. Now use the crucible to power it down, and the portal here on Mars will be closed permanently. They will not allow access to the well without a fight. But I'm sure that's what you're looking for, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I think I may have phased through the floor. In terms of any secrets that I may have missed, I believe one of them might have just been something to do with a...
I am losing memory capabilities. Control of minimal.
Once Vega's core is destroyed, the vacuum of energy will pull you back through to hell. We have your destination set to the well's location. Now use the crucible to power it down, and the portal here on Mars will be closed permanently. They will not allow access to the well without a fight. But I'm sure that's what you're looking for, isn't it? Thank you, Vega.
As you pretty much just saw there, that Vega backups thing, meaning we'll get to see him again. By the way, this is the final level. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and actually pretty much utilize the BFG anyway. This level ain't actually all that long. And in terms of because you gotta even do it with the BFG anyway. So okay, where do I go? Oh, down this way. You want me to use the BFG? I'm gonna use the BFG. Here's a challenge here with I would recommend a guide for. This is the course. Finding the secret switches. There it is. You can try. wondering what the waste, or they are actually the Night Sentinels. Here's also one other thing as well. The thing is, supposedly, Doom 64 is actually part of the lore somehow. I don't know how, but for some reason it is.
He must not be allowed to free them.
I'm gonna have to try a lot harder. Because, don't think that's gonna be much of any real, another reason as to why I'm pretty much utilizing the infinite ammo thing is all this is just basically a gauntlet of enemies that you fought before, so it's nothing too extravagant. Now when I get to Doom Eternal, you will notice something a little different pretty well right away. Now, of course, you may already know what the mod I have on is, but I have also got a few other mods as well. I just to make sure they run good, because I've had a and do this. And we get to the final boss.
They promised me so much.
Yep, the Spider Mastermind. And we're done.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work. Come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this story. I do what I do because there is no choice.
Rerouting tethered coordinates complete.
Our time is up. I can't kill you, but I won't have you standing in our way. Until we see each other again.
And there you go. That's it. I gotta load the credits, of course. Come on. Now you can load them. There it is. Now, what do I actually think of Doom 2016? From what I've actually, of course, played, especially, I've actually played a lot of, well, the short ports like Doom 1 and Doom 2, or mostly Doom 2 a lot. Well, me personally, I actually think it was actually a really good take off of the Doom franchise. They're like modernizing it. Everything. It was good. That's really, really great. I mean, it also, of course, had a lot of, best way to say it, a lot of interesting mechanics brought into, like, the series as a whole, kind of modernizing it. Even the monster designs I thought were actually really, really cool as well. Even the weapons were actually really cool as well. Even like the redesigns for each of the weapons I thought were really cool. I did really like that. The mods, having like alternate files to to each of the weapons. You got and there they are, every single weapon. Well, except for the pistol, that was only a one-time thing. The use of challenges I thought were pretty interesting as well. So I suppose one that, and glowy kills. Really, kids were always weird and interesting as well. That's how that worked. One thing that I guess you could say was rather odd was how they implemented the chainsaw and BFD. How they pretty much had the special ammo that you had to find. In order for you to even be able to utilize it. Oh yeah, yep, even doing the iconic Doom 1 poster. Yep. Story-wise, I mean, granted for the most part, yeah, of course, the other really much of a story, of course, with, well, say at least the trying to think here. Yeah. Story itself was pretty well simple. We pretty much are Doomslayer. We woke up in a facility overrun by demons, and now we need to try to, well, figure out how to stop demons. That's it. That's really all I can really say. Now, overall, what do I think about, like, the modernization of Doom? Like, coming from like Doom 1 and 2, various expansions, and 3, even 64. I think that they did a really good job with this. Yeah, even the monster designs I saw were really cool. Like how they took the idea of the various Doom enemies and actually improved upon them. Like, I mean, now granted, the Hell Knight, they could have done maybe a little better trying to keep that. Because that almost looked like just some generic monster that you would find in a dungeon. The Baron? Oh, the Baron was actually really neat. Very nice. We were looking like a great big, souped up, Minotaur-looking enemy. Pretty much bathed in the blood of its victims. And the cyber thing was really interesting as well, being that it actually, aside from it just regular, utilizing the, of course, well, rocket as per usual, it also can, of course, also utilize a bunch of other mechanics as well. The Hell Guards were pretty self-explanatory, which I think, to me, is a reference to the Bruiser brothers from episode 1, Knee Deep in the Dead. At least that's my own interpretation. What else? The Spider Mastermind? Now, granted, for the most part, yes, I did utilize the BFG there quite a bit. But when I initially did fight the Spider Mastermind, that was an interesting concept, how it didn't just use the minigun but instead, it actually utilized it, like, say, brain power, used telekinesis. I thought was really, really neat. Then, let's see what else. I suppose the next thing I could say was, the only, let's see. The only criticism I really have about it is the, chainsaw and BFG ammo. That's really the only thing I have I get to say gripe about. But that's just a gripe I have about it, and that is manageable. The one thing that another other gripe I have is how there are points of no return, in which case you have to actually find that specific item or a secret on your first go through of the level. Otherwise, you have to come back to the level at a later time in order for you to find said secret. But that's about it. Aside from that, I can't really say a whole lot of anything else. I have gotten the achievements for this on my own time, so there's that. This does have a snap map feature, but keep in mind this is like about a 8-year-old game at this point, so if there are like any new snap maps, then they probably would be still in the works. So I have no idea if there are going to be any more or not. I really don't know. Aside from that, can't really say a whole lot of anything else about this game. Other than, I will leave a link in the description if you want to check this game out for yourself. Chances are you're probably playing this already to get caught up on the story of Doom. Before, like, Doom the Dark Ages with, damn it, where the hell is my phone? They said, it is April 17th. By the time I'm recording this, it'll probably be a later date by the time it actually does get uploaded. Regardless, though, so it's just under a month before Doom Dark Ages does actually come out. Then again, I'm getting early access to it, for 3 days early access with. Probably, if anything, a lot of people are actually doing that anyway. Like, I mean, I even did that when, for, Silent Hill 2 remake. Still, I still think it's still a great game. I'm rambling on again, anyway. There before, a link will be in the description if you want to check this game out for yourself. I will also leave a link in the description for the trainer that I used for this. If you want to use that trainer for, this game or any other game. And I do recommend you get the 1 year renewable for the subscription. It's that way you have pretty much a one-time payment per year and you don't have to worry about it till that time again. And aside from that, subscribe if you want to check out other videos I've done in the past, or to stay tuned for future videos on the channel. Comment down below what you think of this game, or if you have another game you want me to check out on the channel, be sure to let me know down below. Until next time, stay trimmed and cooler, and I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Bye bye.